One of the biggest movies this year is The Wandering Earth. It made a ton of money in the Asian box office and, over here, made it onto Netflix almost immediately. I was curious. I was really curious about this one because I'd seen the trailer and it just sounded completely and utterly bonkers. And sometimes that's exactly the kind of movie I want. Now, you've been getting a lot of these big budgeted movies coming out of Asia. I'm thinking of the Wolf Warrior movies that were almost like an Asian version of a Michael Bay movie. That kind of crazy daft way, but far more graphic violence in it, which, I like that. But The Wandering Earth is, in essence, it is Roland Emmerich's type of world destruction type of movies. The basic plot is the sun is dying, Earth is going to die along with it, so they decide that the only way to save this planet is to build, I think it's 200 jet engines on it and just fly the planet away. Just stop the rotation of the Earth and just fly it out the solar system, go and find another one. Like I said, it's absolutely crazy. And this is what happens. We're introduced to one of the astronauts that's going to a space station. It's going to kind of guide the Earth to where it's going to go. And his family's back on Earth. There has been a kind of lottery done. People are going to live under the surface of the Earth because they're going to stop the rotation. It's going to cause all kind of devastating natural disasters to occur, and there'll be no life living on top of the planet. There will be underground caves and stuff like that. And then we jump so many years to the Earth has been travelling for a little while. There seems to be a problem coming up because it's been caught in Jupiter's gravity and things are just going haywire. It does lots of things that Roland Emmerich does in his movies. It has a ragtag group of experts, civilians and scientists who are thrust together, who are Earth's last chance, and they have to somehow put aside their differences, put aside their own personal agendas and come together to try and fix what they need to fix so that humanity can survive. We have this father who is separated from his son up in the space station, just willing to get back home so he can just give his son the cuddle that he needs. But because of what's happening, he may not make it back to Earth in one piece. It is big, brash, expansive. It's got massive special effects and they all look spectacular. There is action set piece after action set piece. People die who you're not expecting to die, and it just kind of goes through the motions, and it has all the things that you would expect in a big budget Hollywood blockbuster, even down to the fact that it's hollow. You don't really care for any of the characters. You have zero really interest or weight. If they die, they kind of die. If they live, they kind of survive. It means nothing. It's one of those movies that at the end you just go like, it was all right. Turn it off and it's instantly forgotten all about. There's little things through the movie as well that just, I don't know if it's down to the way that it has been dubbed, because I saw a dubbed version on Netflix, or what, but it just feels off. I would have preferred to get it in its own language, subtitled. Special effects wise, the thing's outstanding. They look great. There's these big gigantic vehicles that they're driving through a frozen Earth lots of the time. That's just stunning to look at, especially near the end as you have the city Jupiter drawing the Earth in. It's all this craziness going on and lots of things that just look visually stunning. But again, there was no weight to anything. There was no attachment to any of the characters to really make me fully engage with this property, other than just going like, that's cool. So it was frustrating. It's halfway there. Just give me somebody to latch on to, somebody to hope survives. Give me a character to engage with, and you've got a pretty good action blockbuster in your hands. The Wandering Earth is extremely silly. I was willing to go with that. It's a visual spectacle because the special effects are outstanding. The plot leaves a lot to be desired, and the character work is pretty much non-existent, for me anyway. I'd love to know your thoughts on The Wandering Earth. Let me know in the comment box below, and I will see you next time on Man vs Film.